So we are still talking about racism. So the last time I also gave an example about the event that took place in Juventus match against Cagliari in Italy in the Italian league. The last time when the people, when the brother was trying to celebrate in front of the fans, and then they began to chant and talk some things about racism and racist chanting and things like that. So we are talking about that. So this is the idea is that we Africans in Europe or America, everywhere, and Asia, we feel racism. We always see racism. Okay, these people don't like us, and these people don't like us. This has been common, you know. This has been a long time, and we met it also in Europe, and we see the events also unfolding, stopping, going on, stopping, starting again, and coming back in different forms and things like this. But right now in South Africa, South African people don't want to see other African people, especially Nigerians. Their complaint is that Nigerians are taking their women or taking their jobs. So I want you guys to watch this video properly and see how you feel about the video based on what what I saw on the video, because I watched it. I saw that South Africans themselves, they are angry. I don't want to say the whole of South Africa, South African people or South Africans, but some group of South African people, let me put it that way, don't want to see Nigerians and maybe other African people from other African countries. So this has been going on for some time now. Maybe it has been more louder between for 3 years till date. Yeah, we have been getting more noise about it. Before it was a little bit tranquil, it was a little bit low, the noise, but now the noise is great and it's high. It's coming up from time to time that South Africans, some group of South Africans don't want to see Nigerians in their place. They are complaining that Nigerians are taking their jobs and all Nigerians are taking their women. So watch the video. I'll see you after watching the video. Thank you. My name is Emmanuel Ekras, and this is Tell Africans. I'm broadcasting from Switzerland.
Our brothers, black brothers in South Africa, are chasing us, calling us a foreigner in our continent. And they're vandalizing our shops, what we have suffered for, breaking our shops, killing our brothers, burning our shops, stealing our things, and police are not doing anything. Police are holding their head, watching them clean us, burning our shops, and the government is not saying anything. We're all disappointed, and we're very sad that in our continent they're calling us foreigners, chasing us. So what do we want government to do? Government must interfere before this is going to escalate, because everybody is very sad. Like today, our shop are closed from morning till now. We also pay taxes, support our kids, pay rent.
We are not happy about this mass demonstration. One of the Indians is killed, of which is the permanent citizens in our country.
South Africa woke up and said that foreigners must go. I keep asking myself, foreigners, black people must leave Africa. What kind of thing is that? Is it what Nelson Mandela worked for? Is it what all the activists work for?
Taking our women away, now they're making us we're gonna shire them. Everyone, not let this happen. We'll do something about this.
Which wives? My wife is a Nigerian. So what type of taking your wives? Talking about jobs. I got company, I got shops, and 10 South Africans are working for me. So they should be very, very happy that I'm here. So and we have to, please, both the governments, both all the African countries must come together, join hands, and allow peace to reign. Thank you.
We are also looking not happy about what is happening in our country. So please, government, consider our views. We want to know what is democracy.
You have to fight more police to stop them. But this is you're not stopping because they are calling us. Never. You're not stopping.
Is it trying to be a foreigner?
I can't fight anybody. If they want fire, they must come to work before you have to.
white man take care. The white man you can't fight them. Why?
We want government to do something about it. We don't want people to do business while they are not permitted. They are coming with drugs. They got a bad influence.
Before we came here, way back in the days, there's drug in South Africa.
That means they must do something, like they must try to find something to make them right, and maybe they must just try to find a transport and move them to their homes, not like to hit them and kill them. It's not right at all.
Before we continue, I want to let you know that if you are a resident in Switzerland, if you are an African and you are a resident in Switzerland, to call Africa for very less price and at high quality, please use Mucho. Mucho is the best line to call Nigeria, Ghana, even anywhere in South Africa, North Africa, East Africa is the best to call Africa. So use Mucho to continue to call Africa, your loved ones, your friends, and also your enemies. So thank you. You've seen the video, and now you have your opinion about what is going on in South Africa right now. As I said before, I don't want to say that all South Africans don't want to see Nigerians and other African countries. But the thing is this thing has been going on for some time, and nobody in the authority is talking much about it. So it seems that it's a national stuff that the South African people generally, or I don't want to judge, but you can see from the response that's been going on for some time now, there have been events like this taking place where South Africans are beating up Nigerians, beating up other African countries, the police killing some Nigerians. We've seen videos, we have seen events like that, and the authority themselves, they are not taking time to talk about it. So if the authority themselves are not talking about it and putting some kind of stop to it, the people themselves from South Africa, we see it as a game, we see it as a way of obtaining, because things are low. So this idea of keeping quiet by the government or by the people concerned that should speak is really not fine. But on the other hand, Nigerians or other African countries that are members that are there in South Africa should also try to come together and write some kind of letter to the government, because it seems as if the government do not know about it. So I don't know, but it seems as if the government don't know about it. So these people should take some time and contact the government by themselves. Don't wait for police to come and before you speak, or don't wait for them to come fight before you speak. So before I think somebody was said sometime that the best time to prepare for war is during the peace period. So when you are doing things like this, use your brain, write a letter officially to the government and let them know that this has been going on. Maybe they don't know because maybe they don't have Facebook or they don't have social media accounts where they can see things going on in South Africa. So write a letter to them and let us put a stop to this. And moreover, in general, is that Africa belongs to Africans. Europe belongs to European people, European white people. African belong to black people. So every black man can stay anywhere in Africa. Without, you don't even need so much documentation. You can stay. The only thing you need to do is when you are there, be good. That's all. That's all. We cannot be fighting to stay in Africa, fighting to stay in Europe, fighting to stay in America, fighting to stay in Asia. This cannot happen to us, Africans. So we have our own place, is Africa. Let all African people stay there for free. It's going on here in Europe. In Switzerland, there are people from Croatia, from, I don't know, from Austria, from Poland, from all these European countries are here. If you are there in another country, just behave yourself, respect the rules, and let everything work fine. Then if some kind of guys are trying to make problems that you are there, and you report to the authority, that's the best you could do. So this is it, and I don't want to talk too much about this because it's a shame that there is racism in Africa, the racism in Europe, racism in America. The whole world is kaput. You guys, they make me retire. So I will see you in the next talk. My name is Emmanuel Kras, and I want you to share this video I don't have so much points in this. I'm not a lawyer, but I see that the behavior of Africans to Africa, you know, these kind of things in Libya, all these kind of things, selling ourselves and things like this, you know, these are poor things, man. So let's try to see what we can do to in English, rejuvenate something like this, to change, to be better, you know, make things merrier for ourselves, we as Africans, because we are just I don't know, we have no power in the world. We have no power. Your passport has no power. Education has no power. The land has no power. Your government has no power. So what's going on, man? Are we going to be like this? People have been talking about it long time. Martin Luther King, Diallo, and all these brothers talking about it long time. Lucky Dube, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and we are still sleeping. This is Tell Africans.